Assalamualaikum and hi to our beloved Madam Nabilah. We are from AS2466A1. We are from Group 1 and today we would like to present our new product development which is Crustacean Shells Plastic Wrap. We name our product as Crustic. Without further ado, let's get started. Despite of using plastic material made from petroleum to wrap your food, which has numerous negative impacts on the environment and health, it is way much better to switch to a safer, better and healthier choice of plastic. Therefore, we introduce our plastic material which extracted from crustacean shells called chitin. Chitin is the building material that gives strength to the exoskeleton of crustaceans, insects and cell walls of fungi. The primary sources of chitin are shrimp, crab and lobster shells. I'm pretty sure that you are curious of why we chose chitin of crustacean shells instead of other components, right? So right now, I will elaborate the magnificent benefits of chitin as plastic material. Firstly, it is biocompatible, which means it will not produce toxic substances when being exposed to our body. Secondly, it is biodegradable, which means it is easily decomposed by bacteria or other living things, hence avoiding land and sea pollution. In fact, it is a non-toxic biopolymer, and last but not least, it possesses the antimicrobial properties which can inhibit or prevent the bacterial growth, especially bacteria related to foods that are perishable or prone to spoil easily. Unfortunately, no matter how good chitin is, it is always end up in land or sea, which creating environmental hazards, health issues, and imbalances in land and sea ecosystem. Crustacean shells of lobster, crab, and shrimp are primarily dumped in the sea rather than land, which increases sea pollution. Thus, from this issue, the production of plastic food wrap made from chitin of crustacean shells waste, called Crustic, will be introduced. Nowadays, world offshore disposal of chitin is around 250 billion tons per year. This will cause pollution in both land and sea, which lead to negative environmental and public health effects. Next, out of 7.9 billion of the total population in this world, half of it probably have encountered difficulties in handling raw foods, fresh fruits, and vegetables. This kind of foods have lower shelf life than processed foods. Common plastic food wrap is not enough in lengthening their shelf life. In households, manufacturers, restaurants, or fast food vendors, this might lead to serious problems since foods need to be safe to consume. Lastly, long-term usage and exposure of common plastics and plastic products can lead to leaching of toxic chemical constituents into food, drinks, and water. Thus, this will cause a huge impact on the human health and well-being. Therefore, based on these three major problems, we will utilize the bioplastic derived from crustacean shells waste to a much better, useful, and healthier choice of plastic wrap called Crustic. Besides, there are three objectives of this product. Firstly, to lengthen the shelf life of raw foods such as fish, meat, and poultry, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, by integrating chitin from the waste of crustacean shells into plastic food wrap. Secondly, to help against polluting the planet and marine system by fully utilizing the waste of crustacean shells. Lastly, to promote solution to the usage of endless amount of plastic food wraps made from petroleum.
The novelty or uniqueness of this product are it was fully utilized, the use of biodegradable biopolymers of crustacean shells, ability to extend shelf life of the perishable food up to 40% and naturally biodegradable over time with completely breaking down within around 19 days.
There are 6 materials used in this product, which is crustacean shell waste, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, distilled water, hydrogen peroxide, and the main material which is chitin. In this project, we use 4 technology: grinder, magnetic stirrer, filter apparatus, and oven drying. Grinder is a machine that can rapidly reduce scrap shell waste to ashes, making it more effective and efficient. Furthermore, this machine's primary function is to reduce waste volume. This shell crusher is self-contained equipment that can be fed using a hopper and conveyor system. Next, the magnetic stirrer is used in the demineralization process, where the shrimp, crab, lobster shells powder is added slowly to 7% hydrochloric acid with continuous stirring and heated at 60 degrees Celsius to remove carbonate and phosphate content from the shells powder. The magnetic stirrer is typically a magnetic needle immersed in the container containing the nanomaterial and base fluid mixture. It rotates due to a rotating magnetic field generated by electromagnets inside the stirrer instrument. This technology also silent and allow for the stirring of closed systems without the necessity for isolation that mechanical agitators require. In this project, the filtration process is needed when the samples out to remove any chemicals and soluble impurities right after the demineralization and deproteinization process. As the mixture of shell waste is poured onto the filter paper, the solvent water passes through, leaving behind the suspended particles on the filter paper. Lastly, the filtered sample will be dried in an oven drying. Drying is an important process to preserve raw materials, and the drying process occurs when water vapor is removed from its surface into the surrounding space, resulting in a dried material with an extended shelf life and reduced water activity of chitin. During drying, the moisture content can be reduced to a level ranging 1 to 5%, which avoids microbial and undesirable enzymatic reactions. Furthermore, the advantages of using this oven are low labor cost, flexibility in operation, less contamination from infestation, and cost efficient.
Concept testing is a very crucial part in a new product development before it can be released to the market. By conducting a concept testing, we are able to know whether our product will be a hit or become a flop in the market. So by conducting a concept testing for our product, we believe that our product can penetrate at the market.
So this is how our Crustic plastic wrap will look like. It comes with two variety of sizes with 15 meters long and 30 meters long. As you could see from here, the red and yellow color are chosen because of the color pigment of crustacean itself. And what makes our product special are because we're really concerned about the environmental issues. The paperboard that we had chosen are 100% made from the right recyclable materials. And just from a glance, it does look like the common or the regular plastic wrap that already available in the market. But before that, have you ever facing this kind of problems when you use plastic wrap? Or this kind of problems? At Crustic, we hear you out. So we came out with a little bit of modification into our packaging to make sure that our customer use our plastic wrap with smile on their face. The slide cutter will be used instead of the regular cutter because of its function that provide convenience to our user. With the slide cutter, our user will just need to slide to cut the plastic wrap. So by doing that, we believe that no more injury will be occur, and we want to make sure that we provide a comfort to our user.
To sum up the survey, the respondents are required to rate the overall acceptance of Crustic wrap product by using a scale of 1 to 5. 1 indicates that our product is extremely unacceptable, meanwhile 5 indicates that our product is extremely acceptable. There is 0 respondent that chose scale 1 and 2, which particularly shows that all of the respondents are aware on the need of our product in the market. And only 11.3% or non-respondents have selected the acceptance rate of 3 for Crustic wrap. Approximately 37 or 45% of them rated our product with 4, and the remaining 36 or 43.8% respondents rated our product with the highest scale, which is 5, which indicates that our product is extremely acceptable. Therefore, we can conclude that our Crustic wrapper is highly acceptable in the market, as most of our respondents have showed that positive feedback towards our product.
Hopefully, Crustic will help reduce the number of waste not only in Malaysia but also worldwide. because every one of us are responsible to protect our environment, because together we can change the world. And last from us, there are no passengers on spaceship Earth. We are all crew. Thank you.